During the winter nights, the nights are really long for most of us, and they seem to become even longer when your young ones are up to for various reasons. It's just not very pleasant, as we all know. We're here with some new innovative ways to get your child and you through the night is Dr. JJ and Debbie.
I'm here to reap the benefits of Dr. JJ's awesome products.
So you brought some products that moms like Debbie are really going to find beneficial.
Exactly, because every year I've been going to what's called the ABC Baby Show, and this is a big expo, 1 million square foot trade show with all kinds of innovators, most of whom are moms. Some this year were pediatricians and other physicians, so 2 of these were actually made by doctors,
That's
and
awesome.
one by a very, very inspired mom, and they are game changers, I'm convinced. These are really new on the market, and they've just come out, so.
This one is so interesting.
Yes.
You're first.
It is.
Tell
now,
us about
I've done segments on sleep disorders before and talked about night terrors a little bit, and a night terror is a situation in which a child wakes up, their eyes are open, they're screaming and yelling, and you can't console them, you can't get through to them.
I thought night terrors was just when the baby wakes up and is just crying. Night terrors is actually something that's...
It's a sleep disorder, or what's called a parasomnia, and my son had them, I had them, my mother had them. They run in families.
What happens?
So what happens is a baby or a child wakes up, they're screaming inconsolably, and their eyes may be open, but they're looking right through you. It's as if they're possessed, and you can't console them. And in fact, when you try to console them, it gets worse. And so it's really a very disruptive thing. And the ironic thing is the baby doesn't remember them the next morning.
But the parent does.
Because we're up all night with these cycles every 2 or
common?
3 hours. They are. Up to 25% of children, we estimate, have night terrors. There may be more, though, because there's underreporting. And so it really is a very common problem.
Well, what do we do?
Wait, before we get to, does this only come from something that runs in the family, or could
it could
any
be
child?
a one-off too. So you may not have a family history of night terrors, and all of a sudden your child has that gene.
What do you do to help your child?
Okay, so in days past, before, we used to just look at the time the child woke up and try to wake them up about 15 minutes before, all through the night, to try to lift them out of the unhealthy phase of sleep they were in back into a healthier phase of deep sleep. Now, Dr. Andy Rink at Stanford, who's part of this huge consortium of physicians who are innovators, developed this product called the Lully. And what the Lully is, it's a vibrating device that's put between the mattress and the child. We've got a little video to show you how it works, because it lifts the child into a healthy place of sleep without waking them up, and we only have to do this once a night. So if we can roll this video, we'll show you.
It's a simple Bluetooth-enabled device placed under your child's mattress that connects with a mobile application. To get started, simply answer 4 questions to set up Lully. Then the app will send a notification to your phone when it's time to turn it on. Lully gently vibrates under the mattress to initiate a healthy sleep cycle that's free of night terrors. After only 3 minutes, Lully automatically turns off, or if you see your child move before then, go ahead and turn off Lully through the app.
This is great for everyone, not just for babies.
Yeah. Right.
No, but it really is true. And 90% of the children in this huge study at Stanford actually terminated their night terrors as a result of using the Lully. So it really is a game
Will it
changer
bring me a
for
warm
parents
glass
like
of
me.
milk too?
No,
I mean,
probably.
It's so comforting, it seems.
It'll tuck you in at night as well.
Could you just put it in and turn it on yourself and go to sleep, or do you have to be asleep and then do it?
Someone has to do it externally from you, but you can actually vary the vibration on it, and according to how your child does that night, if they have another night terror, the app actually corrects the timing for the next night. So it's really quite wonderful. You can teach it how to help you.
This
like
is
a
great, by the way.
massage.
In an effort to help all children sleep at night, Lully is giving our viewers $15 off on every order. Just use the promo code Hallmark15.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Okay, so the next one is one of my favorites. This is developed by Dr. Agnes Scoville.
Awesome.
It's called the Pacidose, and it sounds just like what it is. This is a syringe, a dosing syringe that's calibrated exactly on one size. It's attached to a pacifier, and most kids in sleep will suck reflexly, even if they don't use a pacifier during the day. So what happens is you don't have to wake your kid up at night to give them antibiotics or fever medicine, and you simply detach
So smart.
the syringe, measure the amount that you need, reattach the pacifier, and watch the stream of this. It doesn't fill the pacifier. It just goes through a little 8-gauge tube there, so you can see the stream. And as your child is sucking, you can also just push the medicine in very slowly.
Gradual, yeah.
Isn't that
Gradually, exactly. And it
They
gives...
wouldn't choke on that or
Exactly, and so
coughing.
no, and the medicine actually bypasses the taste buds. So if you are giving something that your child doesn't like, it's going to bypass most of the taste buds. So there's a little anatomy, a little physiology, and a lot of common sense involved in the Pacidose.
This thing is amazing. amazing. When Alexandra got sick for the first time when she was a little baby, John and I actually just put a hole in the pacifier and put the medicine in it so she could suck it out. So we did it ourselves,
did
but I'm
it.
glad somebody
You
else
could've made
came up
that.
with this.
Well, and this way it
This is
doesn't
genius.
pool in the pacifier.
Yeah.
What is this last one?
Okay, and this last one, you remember our snot sucker that we talked about so much?
Yes.
I don't like the
So
name
this
of
is
it.
a mom innovative company called Frida Baby, and they have developed the first Bluetooth thermometer meant to work with an app that is downloadable and free from the internet called iThermometer. And so basically what happens is you put a little battery in the back, you turn this on, and you apply this to your baby's armpit where you take what's called an axillary temperature. But for purposes of demonstration, I'm going to show you, I'm just going to put it on my chest. So right now the room temperature here is 74 degrees. But as I put this device on my skin, hopefully I'm warmer than that, you'll start to see this in real time every 4 seconds give you a temperature reading on your baby. Now, that being said, what you do as a parent is that you
Look at it going up.
you set the temperature for when you want to be alerted by your smartphone, okay?
You have a temperature.
So I do have a temperature. But when you have a
JJ,
fever,
you
so
need to go
say
lay
you want to
down.
be woken up or alerted when your baby has 101.5. Instead of
Right.
going in all night and taking temperatures,
Right.
Yeah.
you'll get an alert on your phone.
86.
And then what you can do, which is awesome, is that as you give your fever medicine, you press a little part of the app and it will record it for you. And overnight, if you're giving sponge baths or anything like that, you can record that. And then the next day, you can upload it and give it to your pediatrician.
Yeah,
you can
that's
print it
genius.
out or email it to them, and you can see what your response is.
That
and
is
you don't
awesome.
overdose your kid with medicine because it's recording it for you.
Aren't you supposed to be 98.6? You're way under.
This is my skin temperature.
That's
Yeah, it's got a little
the skin
cold in the house today. Yeah,
All right,
I am
It's
okay.
going up. All right. 10 lucky viewers will win the Pacidose, and it's called the Frida Baby thermometers. And please visit our Facebook page for more information on how you can win that. I want all of them.
cool.
I
We're
wish I
coming
had
back,
these. Yeah.
and Ken and Paige, you're up.
That's right, we're going to show you how to make things like this for very cheap prices. Don't need to pay designer prices. Come on back, we'll show you how.
Pretty, huh?